And management. We will discuss about the same topic today, but today we will discuss about the storing of grains and animal husbandry. So, benefits of storage of grain. Grain storage play an important role in preventing loss, which are caused by mainly by the insects, pests, pathogens, and rodents. So that the grains which has been obtained after such a long hard work, it can be kept for a long period of time, and it can be sold in the market when the farmer is getting good price for this. So for this we need to store the grains. After that, the farmer who had grown the grains, they use it for their self also. So they can keep the grains for the whole long year. Effect of moisture and temperature on the grain. High temperature and high moisture affects the grain quality in storage and causes rapid decline in germination, color, oil composition, and many other characteristics. So in total we can say that due to this the quality of the grain degrade, and if the quality of the grain will degrade, it can't be sold in the market on a proper price, and the taste also changes due to this. So these are the traditional methods by which the grains are stored. One picture I had shown you in the previous class. The two more are there. So in this way we can store. So this is made up of straw. The first one is made up of straw and husk. After that the bamboo is used. The second one is whole and sole, made up of bamboo. I think everybody can recognize this picture. Yes, it is the Golghar of Patna. So, it is a historical structure, and earlier it was made to store the grains. Nowadays, the grains are stored and kept in a big steel containers termed as silos. There are few institutes in India which buy the grains from the farmers on a correct price and store them, so that the farmers are not having the tension for the storage of the grains. They only have to sell their crops to the institutes. For example, FCCI is there, after that CWC is there. So these are the institutes which used to buy the grains and store, and they are having the storage on a large scale. Their storage are on large scale, in that the silos also come. So about the silo, the advantage lies occupies ground space. A very less space it occupies. This method requires less ground space, which is important if the space is not available or if cost is high like a ports. Another advantage lies in how easy to keep and optimum storage condition for the grains by controlling the temperature, insects, mold, birds, which in a long term storage facility and could result in an important economical loss. So you can see the first picture is of the silos, which is made up of steel, and it is on a large scale to store the grains. Second one is the granaries. The godowns are there, in which the grains are kept in the sacks and they are stored for a long period of time. Appropriate condition in which grains are stored. Grains should be dried properly, but it should not be dried in such a way that it loses all moisture. It should contain at least 10 to 14 or 15% of the moisture, so that its germination capability will be remain. Otherwise, it will lose its germination capability. So grain should be dried properly, so that it should not contain more than 15% of the moisture and also not less than 10%. Storing place, it should be cool and dry. It should not have windows, only the door should be there for the entry and exit. The place should be properly fumigated by using pesticides and insecticides, and the temperature should be maintained. That means it should not have the high temperature, it should have the low temperature for the proper storage. So that was all about the storing of the grains. Now the next topic is animal husbandry. Animal husbandry is the branch of agriculture concerned with the animal that are raised for meat, fiber, milk, eggs or other products. It includes day-to-day care, selective breeding and raising of the livestock. So in total we can say that we are rearing the animals, giving it proper care and obtaining the products from it is termed as animal husbandry. Different types of animal husbandries are there. Cattle farming is for rearing the cattle to obtain milk, meat and milk products. Poultry farming, rearing of birds for meat and eggs. Pisciculture, rearing of fishes to get the fish and fish product. Apiculture, rearing of honeybees for obtaining honey and bee products. So in the picture you can see the cattle farming is showing. In the next side it is poultry is showing that the birds are rearing, and in this you can see the pisciculture, that means the fishes are reared, and apiculture. So in this way the rearing is done to obtain the product from the animals. Student, this is for today. Now in the next class we will start the new chapter.